Okay, so this is the Better Homes and Garden BHG Cube Storage Organizer Bookcase. So this is how it looks. I am going to show you the complete assembly and how to set up with detailed instructions, and once you are done, I am also going to do a review. So we already have a bookcase where we keep a lot of my daughter books. My daughter is 3 years old. We are going to make her read books and she loves reading books. She has so many of them that it's just like, but our existing bookcase with like a very thin cloth cover is starting to break because of the number of books we have. So we are going to replace it with this one. So let me remove everything and start the assembly. Okay, so here are all the parts. I have disassembled them, and now my next step is to basically start assembling the thing. You also get these instructions here. Also notice this red thing here that was attached. This has all the screws and everything, so make sure you don't lose this. Okay, so these are all the instructions and all the steps. I have also removed the screws. So the first step is this L. Notice this two L shaped and screw number 2. What you want to do is you want to remove 12 of these, right? 6 here and 6 here. Screw number 2, they are marked separately on the screw box or in the screw packet. So 6 basically, right? 6 here. I'm going to keep the 6 here. And I'm going to keep the 6 over there. Three. Okay, so separate the 6 screws, right? Now what you want to do is you want to connect the first 2 screws here, and both of them are exactly the same. So whatever you do here, you're going to do the same thing on the other side. So 2 here, and then 2, 1 here and 1 here. Notice I have left the center screw hole separate. There is going to be different screw. The side, these are the 2 on each end, right? And same here, 2 on each end. Okay, now what you want to do is you want to use some kind of a Phillips head screwdriver. If you have a screw gun like this, you can use that. But a normal Phillips head screwdriver works as well. So, yeah, here I'm going to do for all, and I'm going to do the same thing here on the other one as well. Okay. So I put all the 6 screws on it, to total 12 on both of them. Next, you want to look at this end, 2 of the ends and 2 of the ends. And you need this kind of a glue. And then you need these 6 number dowels, right? So you want to remove the 4 of them, 1 for each. Right, just a second. Yeah. So 1 for each, right? 1, 2, 3 and 4. There is one extra, you can just keep it on the side, you don't need that. Now, if you notice on this M here, there is like a hole. But what you want to do is you want to put a drop of glue and then put the dowel. Right? So drop of glue here, put the dowel. Drop of glue here, put the dowel. And there is just one hole. And this hole is right next to the black strip. So simple. Let me show it to you. It's a little bit thick. Okay, you can see I put it little bit, and then I'm going to put the glue inside, right? Same I'm going to do for all the remaining 3 of them. Step, you want a screwdriver and you want number 7, cam locks. So notice this has a plus sign, right? And I have 2 M's and 2 N's, right? What you want is the plus sign has an arrow on one side. You want it to be the outside, near the hole. And the screw part should be on the top. Notice how I am putting the screw here, right? And I am going to put it in here like this. Okay, and notice the screw part the pointer is on the outside. So I'm going to put 2 here, 2 here, 2 here and 2 more here. So total 8. Right? So I'm just going to start putting them in. Not that difficult. 1, 2 and so on. Right? Very simple actually. And okay. And if it's not aligned properly, you can use the screwdriver to make sure the arrow is pointed outwards. Okay, now the arrow is pointed outwards. Right? Yep. Same I'm going to do for the other two as well. So total. Now this is L, this is M, the one that we put the screw in just now, only flipped around, and this is N. So you want to place it like this. Notice the 2 screws here, and what you want is, I also want to notice this edge here, this edge line. This edge line should match, and I'm going to put this. Notice the dowel that we put here, right, and the 2 cam locks. You are going to put this inside here like this, and same, right? Notice once again the edge and edge line should match here. This whole slotted line should match here. But essentially, you are just going to do just connect this so that the lines, so the whole slot lines, they match in all the 3 sides. Next, you are going to take the screwdriver here and you are going to tighten the cam lock. So what you are going to do is you are going to rotate it once or twice. Simple. You are going to do this for this set and make another one for the other second one, L, M and N. So two of this kind of drawers will be ready. Okay. Next, once again I am taking 2 Qs. Notice this is how the Q look. One side they have this weird thing, nice thing, another side they have this weird thing. Right? You want number 7 cam locks again, and once again you want to point them downwards. Right? And put the cam locks here, all the 4 of them. Right? So all the 4 of them, and next, so that should mean all the cam locks are used now. Right? 8 total, which we just tightened, and now 4 more here, total 12. And once you do this, next you want to connect them here like this, and then tighten it with the screw. Right? Simple. Okay. Next, I want you to understand that this is P, right? It's like a very thin one. When one side it has this fancy stuff, and on the other side you have this dull stuff, right? And you want to just slide it inside this grooves here. And notice the groove here as well. So the whole thing will just slide into the groove. Notice how it slid inside the groove. And same you are going to do the other one as well. Well, it's just going to slide it in like this. Okay, there's actually one more cam lock that I found. So there was one extra. Okay, now this one is O. O as in orange. And notice this panel that we put in, right? This should go inside this slot for the O. So this is the slot. It goes inside the tunnel. So notice what I am doing here, right? I'm just going to place it here. Notice how it went inside, right? So basically the whole thing gets slotted in. Same you are going to do on the other one as well. Next, these are screw 8. You want to basically take 6 of them for each drawer. So what I mean is, screw number 1 here, 2 here, 3rd from here on the outside, 4th from the outside here, and once again 2 more from the outside here and here. So total 6 screws again. Now I'm going to do the same thing for the other drawer as well. Both the drawers are almost ready. Now these are screw number 13. There is like a big packet which I have torn into half. There are 2 screws from it, right? You want to put them from inside the drawer like this. Notice how I am putting it. You can see them coming outside from the inside, and which are coming back from the outside. And then you have this number 14, right? These are the handles. What you want to do is you want to take a screwdriver and connect the two handles. Notice how I am taking the screwdriver and I am going to use it to connect the handles. Right? So after you connect the two handles, both the drawers are ready. Okay, so this is J. Notice this thing which are going to come in the foot. You want to keep it down. And notice the J has two parts. One is the fancy part. The fancy part is on the outside. And this kind of white part is on the inside. Same, this is another J as well. The fancy part is on the outside. The legs are at the bottom. And this part is on the inside, right? These are K. Once again, I want you to notice something. The fancy part is on the outside. Same here, fancy part. You don't need this base. I'm just doing it to make my life a little bit easier. But honestly, you don't actually need this base. Let me actually remove this first to avoid the confusion. Yep. So once again, what you are going to do is J, J, K, K. And what you are going to do is you are going to remove this dowel number 3 here. Right? You are going to put it here and then connect it here. Put it here and then connect it here. Same you are going to do on this side as well and create a plus. Create like a square of rectangle of sort, right? Important that you follow these steps. It should easily fit in. It should not be like a big challenge. It should easily fit in. Right? Next, what you want to do is you want to put all the 4 dowels in, like 2 dowels on each side. So total, these are number 3s that I am putting in. All of these are number 3s. So 4 on each corner and then 2 on each rod, which is 8, 12. I have used 12 dowels till now. And I have made this square of sort. This rectangle that you created, right? You want to flip it around and put it on this B. Notice this B one. This is like a special one. Very, very unique. It has like a slotted thing here. And basically what you want to do is, you want to take this whole thing here and just flip it around here like this and put it inside this holes here. Right? So let me show it to you here. I have placed it here. Okay. Same here as well. Nothing too complicated. Easy actually. Notice how this whole thing just fits in. Yep. Notice how this whole thing just fits in. Right? And this really becomes the base. Notice the black things here. These are so that you know it on the ground it does not create marks when you move it. Right? Next you want the screw number 8 and you want to start connecting it. Right? So let me show you where. 1, screw number 8, 2, 3, 4, same on the other side, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. And then you just need to use the screwdriver, or if you have a gun like this, just tighten it, right? All the 12 screws. Next, once this whole thing is connected, just flip it around, the B. You want to basically flip it around, right? And what you want to do is, you want to take 2 screw number 2s, right? And you want to connect one here and one here. Okay, now this is C. Notice this thing on the top. You once again want the screw number 2s and you want to start connecting them here. Not in the bigger one but the smaller holes. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4 in the center and 2 here on the corner. Right? And just tighten them. Now this one is D. This is the opposite of C, right? So once again you will have same 6 screws, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and 6.
Not 6.
Right? So connect this here, 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 here and here. Okay. Okay, now these are number 5. On both C and D on the right hand side, you want to put 2 of them on each side, so total 4 on one. So 4 on C and 4 on D. So totally you basically end up using 8 of them and 1 extra. Okay, so now this is E and these are number 3 dowels. Right? You are going to take 4 of them and put 2 on each side here. 1 and 2 here. They are just 2 holes, so it's simple. And on the other side exactly the same. Put 2 more. Right? So now we're done with the E and keep it on the side. Next we are going to look at the F. We are going to once again remove 4 dowels and we are going to start putting it here. Here and here. This is F once again. We are putting dowel number 3. F and F. Okay. Next you are going to once again remove screw number 2s. So this one here. We are going to take 4 of them. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay. So once again 1, 2, 3 and 4. We are going to connect them. Okay. Now these are screw number 1 and this is E. E as in elephant. I'm going to put this cam locks here with the screw pointing outwards in here and in here. Use the screwdriver if they are not aligned properly. Right? Next we are going to connect the F to this thing here. So to simply put it, F is okay. So I just flipped this F around so that you know the 3 screws are at the bottom. And I'm just going to flip it and put it inside here like this. So if you look at from here from this side, right, the 2, this will go inside here and this will go inside here. So and we are going to connect it, and if you have something like carpet, make sure you lift it for 1 second so that you know it fits around properly. Next, take the screwdriver and tighten it. Tighten the two cam locks that you just put in. Okay. So this is G, G as in goat, and these are number 3 dowels. You want to put 2 here and 2 here. Oh, sorry, wrong hole. Here and here. Right? Exactly the opposite of each other. The opposite. These 2 are slightly inside and these 2 are on the outside. And now this is the E and F that we have just connected. Okay? I'm just going to flip it around so that you can see it. The E and F that we have just connected. Right? So what we are going to do is, we are going to connect. We are going to put 2 cam lock number 1s inside. We are going to put 2 cam lock number 1s here inside this holes here. Thank you, Vitti. Thank you.
Tighten.
Okay, and basically, right, this two cam locks are going to go inside this F screws. So it's very simple actually, right? Just place it like this, and
No, you can't.
this goes inside like this. Nothing complicated. Notice how they just slid in, right? And next you are going to take the screwdriver and tighten the two cam locks that you had just connected. Tighten and tighten. H as in horse, right? And these are number 3 dowels. You want to start connecting them on both the sides here. 2 here and 2 on this side here. Okay. Next we are going to the eye. Next, once again these are dowel number 3 and these are 2 eyes. Right? We are going to start putting number 3 on both the sides here. Both the sides over there. Same here as well. Nothing complicated. You do have one extra once again for number 3 as well. Okay, now this is H. Notice the 4 circles here. This should be down. So I'm just going to flip it around. That way the circle is not in facing us, right? Now circles are not facing us. Next I am going to take the eye. Right? Okay. Slightly loose, but whatever. Right? And now the circles are on the left hand side. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to put the circle here like this. Okay, this is a little bit finicky, but whatever. And I'm going to slide it in inside. So this is slightly more easier. So in summary, the circle should be on the left hand side. I just want to slide it in. Same circle should be on the left hand side and just slide it in. Okay, and in case some of them fall down, you just need to make sure that you put them back in if one of them is loose, right? And I'm going to just flip it around now so that you can see. Yep. So that is how it. Yep. So once again I want to note something. The circles are on the left hand side and the holes on this bottom panel here are at the bottom. Okay, now I have flipped it around, but this is very complicated and definitely difficult to understand. So I really want you to pay attention to this thing here. Right? These are eyes, and notice the big circular holes. They are on this side, on the left hand side here. This side and this side. Right? And this is the DEF, the EFG that we had connected, right? We are basically going to connect this to this thing like this. You will notice the holes will basically match. Yeah. So that's how you are going to connect the both of them. These are screw number 16. This is a new pack. And you are going to connect 1, 2. These are really big ones. 3 and 4. and 4. So let me connect them now. Okay, now these are screw number, the cam lock number 1s. You have 12 of them. We'll start connecting them. Once again, arrows pointing outwards. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 more exactly on the opposite side there, like this here. Here, notice the 4 more on the opposite side. Okay, next 2 more here on the edge. And 2 more on the other side of the edge. Very close to the completion. Hopefully you have followed up until now without any issues. Okay. Okay, now this is panel number D. And I'm just going to connect this. Notice this screw goes in this goes in this goes in this goes in this, and these two go in this. Everything matches, right? Hopefully you have followed up until now correctly, and you have everything aligned properly. Little bit of alignment here and there, but you are very close to the completion step, right? Once you do this, once you connect all the holes, I definitely recommend that you lift it a bit, because if you are like me and doing stuff on the carpet, sometimes carpet gets stuck inside. Okay, so connected D, and now we are going to tighten all the 4, 6 cam locks on this side. Next, this is C, and same way we connected D, we are going to connect C to this thing here. This goes in this goes in this goes in this goes in this, and these two go in this one, right? Exactly the opposite. Once again, align it a little bit and then just place it in. Not difficult. Notice how it's very try to slide it in once you have a little bit of an alignment here. Okay, so I hope you have noticed the number 5 here that we connected initially. They got removed. I put them back again in, so you don't forget it. Now these are number 1s. Number 1 cam locks. I'm going to put them here, each one facing downwards. And this is B as in ball, the one that we made initially, right? Notice the 2 screws here. These 2 go in the two cam locks that we just connected. So we are going to flip it like this, and we are just going to connect this. Right? And it should just slide in. If you have done everything correctly up until now, then it should just slide in. Right? And now what you want to do is, you want to just tighten the 2 cam locks. Okay, now this is number 16, and I am going to connect the 2 screws here, number 1, 16 here, and the 2 number 16 here. Okay, so this is number 9, number 11 and number 10. You want to take the number 9 screw, put number 11 in first, and then put number 10. You want to basically make 4 of these, 9, 11, 10. You can see how I have made 2, make 2 more. This is Allen wrench number 12, right? I'm going to connect this here, and I'm going to use the Allen wrench to tighten it. So 4 of them, right? 1, 2, and on the 2 more on the other side, 3 and 4. And now I'm going to use the Allen wrench to tighten it. And that's it, the bottom part is almost ready. Okay, these are number 2 screws. There are 4, so I'm going to take 4 of them. One extra, I'm going to keep it on the side. Right? They provided 1 screw extra for almost everything. And I'm going to connect them here on this A. This is the final part. I'm going to connect it on the A and connect the 4 screws. Now I'm going to connect this A into this thing here. On the top here. Arrange it a little bit, but once you do that, it should all just fit in. Next, you want 4 of these number 1s and you want to connect them here. Right? Once again, arrow pointing outwards. Right? And there. Okay, 4 more screws, number 9, number 11 and number 10. And you are going to connect exactly on the opposite 4 of this here, 2 here and 2 on the other side. Okay, so next I have just lifted it, bringing up top from the bottom, from the ground to making it standing up. And this is how it looks from the front. Right? And I have taken number 15s here. These are these kind of screws here, which I'm going to put them from the top here. So number 15 from the top. There are 4 of these. 5 of these you are going to take 4, 1 is extra. Next, you are going to take out 4 of these number 4s and you are going to connect them to the eye here, the eye panels on the topmost level. So, just to take this and just put it inside and just put it here inside like this. Put it inside like this in the plus sign. This is basically to hide the screw. This is more like this is not necessary, but it just makes nice to make it looks nice. Okay, so now I have made it close to the wall. I'm going to attach it to the wall, but first I'm going to show you how to put the drawers. Notice I have put one drawer in, but it is not as obvious. So let me show you. Right, you want to remove this strip out as much as you can. It should come out like this. Okay, you want this strip out. Right, at one point it will stop. It will just come out like, you know, a small amount. Halfway on this metal thing. Okay, now this slot is supposed to go inside these grooves here. Same is true for this one as well. Now this is definitely a bit tricky. It took me a few minutes to get used to it. 1 second, okay?
Okay.
Please stand here, okay? Notice how I am doing it. I am trying to align it. And this one fit in. Now I am trying to align it on the other side. And notice how it just went in a little bit, which is okay. Now slowly pull it in while pulling the strip out. And now let's go here to the left hand side. Okay, it's perfect on both the sides, but I still need to do work. Now here, you need to start to pull this thing. Notice how I'm pulling it. You need to start to pull this thing. It won't go all the way, but it will come very, very close. Notice it's almost like a finger length away. So I basically pulled this out. You need to do it the first time. Now notice here as well, it is not out. It is like this much gap. You only want a finger gap. So start to pull it. Okay. Okay. Next, you want to pull it even further and make it till this level. And notice now how this thing slides, and it comes out and it slides smoothly, right? And this is how this whole thing looks. Now I'm going to fill it. It's like a bookcase, right? So I'm going to fill it with the books. Notice the older one we have, it is almost breaking down because it's like a cloth thing. So we are going to replace it with this one, which is more sturdy, and also nice cases available. So yep, next step is to connect it to the wall studs. You need to do it on the corners here. You can also put it right here, but connect it to the wall studs or the wall tightly using these two things. I'm not going to do it in this video because I need to move around some stuff and then make a hole and connect it to the wall, right? But essentially you're going to use this to make sure that it does not tip over on your kids accident or tip over anybody. Yeah, very nice and sturdy, looks really great, does what it says, and looks really amazing with nice finishing and everything. Okay, thank you. Okay, so I have put everything here. You can see how I have put these boxes as well. So you can also hide stuff, and you can just have one section for a bookcase. It's up to you completely. And then you also have a nice drawer to prevent stuff to get dust and everything. So honestly, completely your choice. Where you get, yeah. So make sure that everything is set up, and this is how it looks. And now I'm just going to connect it to the wall so it does not tip over. Very sturdy. When you move it, it moves smoothly because of the bottom plastic rubber stoppers, and it was very comfortable and very nice and looks amazing. Okay, thank you.